Let's see. It could be too dry. Oh, what was that?
What was that? Was that?
I had my head in the truck.
It was over this direction over here, Chris. To my right, but not.
Sounded like a big solid knot.
It was. It was like right there.
Yeah, I had my head in the vehicle. I couldn't triangulate. Hang on. It would be funny. Bam, they're here.
Okay, we come out of the truck, putting my boots on, put my backpack on. Chris is getting his gear together, and we hear a solid knock right up in here, as solid as can be.
I heard it too. I was in the.
Yeah, Chris heard it. He just had his head in the cab, and that's very unusual for us. I'm not. It's been a long time since we've had a solid knock when we get out of the truck,
Yeah.
if at all. So we wanted to just immediately record that, and that gives you great expectations. that right off the bat they let you know, they know you're here. Of course, we're thinking we're going in stealth mode today. So much for that thought, right, Chris?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's not happening.
we had talked briefly and said, hey, let's just be really super quiet today because we've had some very good. You got a mosquito right there in your head. You know, let's be super quiet because we got a lot of good rain. You know, and let's just be quiet today. And as soon as we are putting our boots on, my head's inside the cab, and I'm like, damn. Was that a knock I just heard, you know? What was that? You know, and you're like, did you hear that? And I was just sitting there thinking, I was like, oh yeah, that sounded like a knock, you know?
So,
one solid like a pop, you know, like a...
It was a very, very solid...
Mosquitoes are out big time.
Very solid, distinct knock. And so, they know we're here. They've already signaled. Hopefully they're going to play today.
Let's see.
It's been 2 weeks since we've been out here.
Yeah.
So let's see how much they're going to play today. Now,
okay, we came up on this bunch of tree branches right here in the middle of the dirt road. We use the road before we get off trail, but we started looking for the one pine tree that it could have came from. We started looking for the breaks, but check out what Mark noticed right here. Check out what Mark noticed.
Come on, now, I'm not a tree expert, but it looks to me like you filmed this. That doesn't look like a fresh break.
No, if you turn it around, well, hold on.
There, just get it up. That does not look like a fresh break at all.
No,
Does it to you?
No, it don't look like a fresh break at all.
I mean,
really it don't. I'm trying to get the sunlight out of it.
It almost like somebody...
It don't look like a fresh break at all.
No, I don't know about the big ones. So let's go look at these big ones. Now this could be a fresh break. So this looks fresh. Okay, so I'll admit.
Yes, that's a fresh break right there.
So I'll admit, and we'll show it from this side.
Yeah.
Okay, so that looks fresh.
Yeah, that's a fresh break because you can see the sap in there too.
Yeah. But that one sure didn't.
But that one's been thrown into the pile.
That one's been thrown into the pile, and this one's been here a while too, it looks like here. What about the one you're straddling? What about this one, Chris? What's the end of that look like? Fresh? Yeah. That looks fresh.
It's fresh.
Okay, so we've got two.
Yeah, I would say that one looks fresh too.
I see nothing fresh on this tree here.
I don't see anything fresh that would have caused it to lunge over the road right now.
I don't either.
Okay, and I don't see anything, because that looks like that might have broken right off from the trunk.
Yeah.
Unless
it would be a big break.
Unless it came from the very top.
But
I don't see I just don't really see the justification. I mean, obviously I'm not on top of the tree, of course, but no, it's a smaller branch that goes from the trunk all the way up.
I see absolutely nothing.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, what was that?
It was like a...
Yeah.
Right,
These suckers have been drugged here.
we walked a little bit further
Here's another one.
down this little road right here, and this one is fresh. This one looks fresh. It looks justified, like it could have came
This is the only tree it could have came
from this tree right here.
I see nothing. I see nothing.
And well, in order for the tree to snap this direction, it would need to be somehow
On this side.
possibly on this side of the tree the most.
I see nothing.
I don't see anything fresh either. Normal, we can see it.
I usually don't go out on a limb on this stuff because I'm not big on this. But I feel like these things were drugged here. You know?
It's in the middle of the road for a reason.
It's right in the middle of the road, not off to the side. If you film down this way, you can see two right in a road here.
And it's going to be facing the sun, and I don't want to give away a position.
That's all right. But
I don't want to film down the road and give you the angle shot because I just want to keep the area confidential. Some local people might be able to identify it, but so I'll just leave that out. But I don't know what that sound was.
now, I guess.
So we got to review it. I don't know.
We need to review it.
We need to review it. So let's keep going.
Yeah.
What was that?
I heard that up there too. Did you hear that again? It was a very deep.
Mm-hmm. Wow, this is awesome.
Yeah. Remember, that's where we saw that moccasin a long time ago.
Yeah. I ain't seen water this deep in a while.
Now really, this is normal.
This should be how the swamp should always be.
Well, this is normal for the rainy summer. Summer came, the rains came early.
I don't know, but I'm standing in water.
Yeah.
And normally I'm not in water at this point.
Surprised you didn't see another one. Usually they're not alone.
I see this whole point right here is all underwater. Every last bit of it.
I just heard a snap over here to my right.
I was in the water, I couldn't tell.
I heard it.
Well, could there be another deer?
There could be another deer. I'm going to leave my GoPro on for a minute. That was a beautiful deer, too.
Yeah, he was big.
It wasn't a small one.
No.
I didn't see antlers on it, so I'm thinking it was a doe.
Mark's over there, he's just taking a leak real fast, but I've got the camera running because sometimes stuff happens. I need to be sprayed with DEET, I think.
We're going to have to be sprayed again or something.
They're all around my head.
And we're getting ready to go in. We've got flowing water. We haven't seen that in months and months and months. And that's really a good sign. Standing water. And standing water on the road coming in.
Yeah, the water is definitely moving. That is great.
and that's great. Saw a deer, which means the wildlife are back, which means the hogs are back, I bet.
We gotta be very, very cautious
And the
today.
snakes are back. But we're going to go in and see what it looks like in there. I bet that plain is all flooded by our spot, the hunter's chair. All that's going to be flown again. So
Yeah.
this could be interesting.
Yeah, and also, if you remember, right? Also, if you remember, we had the camera is on the opposite side of the creek right now.
Yeah.
So that's all been part of the plan, is to get the camera on the opposite side of the creek before all the rains come down. And so as we come in on subsequent trips, the hope is that something moves or can get enough in front of that camera on the opposite side of the creek.
Yeah.
It's a long shot by no means.
It's very long.
And
because they're always on the other
Yeah.
side of the creek.
I don't
Always.
expect to catch anything ever on a camera like that, especially when it's on a pier triggering. That's not on time lapse. We're trying to keep the batteries alive, so I say we got to be very careful on gators, moccasins.
Hog.
So all threats. And by our initial response coming in, we heard those two sounded like gorilla-like.
Yeah. They were
Coming
very
in.
low.
And that was while we were still on the road.
Yeah. And we never get action on
We
that
were still
road.
on the road.
So
So let's listen for let's listen for knocks, pops, any warning signs as we go in. Okay.
swing to the right here in a minute.
Yeah, you're walking way too much to the left.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going to swing right up here. You want to go that way?
Or just go like.
I didn't hear anything. Want to go through there?
I'm not going to tell you the direction, okay?
Oh, okay.
I just want to see if you hear something too.
I didn't hear anything.
You were pulling back and you were moving. I was stopped.
Mm-hmm. You heard something? No?
Yeah, let's be mindful of getting pulled to the left stuff.
All right.
Watch those widowmaker trees too. I'm so glad I got freaking snake boots on. It's unbelievable. It's wet as shit out here right now.
I think that was
Wow, look at that big old spider. That's my stomach growling. Mark, you're pulling way too much to the left. Look what I got to go through here. I try to be quiet as much as possible.
that fallen log.
We're on track. We're on course. We're good. Damn, look at the size of this big guy. Look at the size of this big guy.
Yeah, there's a couple really big ones here.
That's my hand. And my finger. I hate them things. You walk into him, he'll be all over you. And there it is right there. Man, this one snapped.
Right here.
Oh yeah. Look at the size of that spider web right there, Mark. Look how high he is.
Yeah.
Man, that boy is big. He's in the sunlight. Let's see.
Here's another one, Chris. Look. Look at this tree here. Look at this. It's here too. It's still alive.
It's all this weight the trees are taking on too suddenly.
They're not used to all
It's
that.
breaking them. They've been too dry too long, and then they get
Okay, you can see where it uprooted right there.
weighted
Didn't
down.
break it, just uprooted out of the ground.
What is it? What you seeing?
Right there.
A big one?
It just uprooted.
Oh yeah. That's new too.
Yeah. All of this here was dry. Not very big.
This was a man.
And the females, the big one. Look at that. That male there.
Yeah. The camera always punches through them. It can't really see them.
So I'm skirting around it here.
Big old spiders. So far it's only been the trail of the spiders.
This little high spot here, and this is cool here.
I don't want to go in that debris.
I'm just saying, put your camera here, and then you can move around too. You put it up high.
Yeah, I got a better view of the swamp now. That's true. It's a good shot. It's almost like a different world in here.
Yeah, it looks a lot different than the last couple of months we've been in here. Which means I don't hear birds, do you? I hear no birds. We were walking up through this 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, we walked all out there. It's all black water now. The rules in Florida are very simple. All natural water can and is subject to have an alligator in it. You just got to be careful if the water's dark. You can't see through it or anything. You could actually step right on a gator. Wow, humongous spider web again.
Right over across the creek, yes, definitely.